Hello guys, Croft is here. Relatively recently, multiple reports surfaced about Ridley Scott revealing his insights about the much anticipated new movie in the Alien franchise. Fede Álvarez wrote and directed the movie, and out of respect for Ridley's original vision for the franchise, he showed the complete version of the film to Scott for approval. In a series of discussions, Scott revealed some aspects of the plot and provided his perspective on the film's direction. Many of us had been eagerly waiting Alien Awakening, which was expected to pick up David's storyline. But contrary to these expectations, it has been announced that an entirely separate feature titled Alien Romulus is set to emerge as the next chapter in the Alien franchise. The production of Alien Romulus is not only underway, but has been completed despite almost no information about this movie. For some reason, almost everything about this new Alien installment has been kept in secret. However, recently Ridley Scott shared his thoughts on the film. Before delving into what Ridley said, here's some general context about Alien Romulus and everything we know so far about the movie. We'll look at the release date, the cast, the trailer release date, the plot and the timeline, the role of engineers, Ridley Scott's comments, and lastly, the analysis and predictions of what to expect. The movie is set to be released on August 16, 2024, and it received a stamp of approval from Ridley, who said that it's effing great, in addition to a few other things. One notable detail about Alien Romulus is the young cast, which is unrelated to any characters from previous films in the Alien franchise. Also, Sigourney Weaver won't be returning as Ellen Ripley, and she said that the ship has sailed in one interview when discussing the possibility of reappearing in another Alien film. It's a bit disappointing that Ripley won't be part of the franchise, but on the other hand, by having a completely new and young cast, the studio might be planning to release multiple movies in the future, keeping the same characters. However, this movie will be produced by Disney, unlike previous Alien films made by Fox. Since Disney tends to disappoint fans with their new visions for old franchises, there might be some concern about this movie. In many ways, Alien Romulus seems to be a soft reboot entirely unrelated to previous Alien films. The only visual clue we have is this photo shared by the director, an image of an alien facehugger wrapped around a clapperboard. In addition, there is only a short official synopsis that reads, "Young people from a distant world must face the most terrifying life form in the universe." While this brief plot description is somewhat vague, it hints that Alien Romulus might be sort of a Gen Z versus the Xenomorph. Alien Romulus is reportedly situated in the timeline between the first Alien movie released in 1979 and its sequel Aliens from 1986. So in the Alien universe, the events of Alien Romulus are supposed to take place in a 57-year window somewhere between 2122 and 2179. Suggesting that this installment could shed light on some events on LV-426 and potentially delve into the history of the derelict spacecraft. Since Alien Romulus is not directly tied to previous movies in the series, it makes me wonder regarding how the narrative will introduce the Xenomorph in the film, and whether the plot will involve the iconic alien eggs on LV-426 or transport viewers to a new and uncharted location. Many official sources described Alien Romulus as a standalone movie within the broader Alien universe, yet it may still answer one of the lingering mysteries surrounding LV-426. The reason behind the colony in the movie Aliens being unaware of the presence of an alien juggernaut until its unexpected discovery. Although we don't know the release date of the first trailer for this movie, we can make an educated guess. The first trailer for Alien Covenant was released in December 2016, just 6 months before the movie hit the theaters. Therefore, if Disney decides to follow the same blueprint, we can expect to see the first Alien Romulus trailer in February or March 2024. The fact that the movie is produced by Disney this time is another major concern, considering that they've kind of ruined some other acquired franchises. But it's worth noting that Álvarez previously directed a really good horror movie called Don't Breathe, a film with a premise similar to many alien movies, people trapped in a confined space with a terrifying monster chasing them. Since Fede Álvarez has some experience directing these types of horror movies, there is some optimism that Alien Romulus will be an excellent horror film despite any studio interference. Since Alien Romulus is a soft reboot, it has to justify the reset of the franchise, especially given that Prometheus and Alien Covenant did not have proper conclusions. Despite the issues with Alien Covenant, I'm actually interested in seeing the continuation of David's storyline, which connects to other movies in the franchise. On the other hand, the story of Alien Romulus appears to be separate from the other Alien films, which is a significant drawback. So I hope that the movie proves its worth and validates the decision to diverge from the established Alien timeline. While it's generally expected that the engineers will not be central to the plot of this new film, there is still some potential for the narrative to include references to the space jockeys or provide some exposition about their backstory. Upon completing the initial edit of Alien Romulus, Fede Álvarez made the decision to present it to Ridley Scott, seeking his insights and the honor of his endorsement for the movie's direction and adherence to the spirit of the Alien legacy. Speaking at the DGA Latino Summit, Álvarez mentioned showing the finished film to Ridley Scott. Álvarez was really nervous about presenting his film to Ridley since Ridley is known to be really critical. Álvarez said, "Everyone gave me the heads up that Ridley is really tough. He's really tough, particularly if it has something to do with his movies. Ridley was really tough on Blade Runner 2049, which I thought was a masterpiece. And he had issues with it because it's really hard for him because the original is his work." Álvarez continued, "Even if he was going to say, 'You destroyed my legacy,' I wanted to face him. I didn't want an impersonal email starting with 'Ridley says.'" Ridley walked in and said, "Fede, what can I say? It's effing great." It was one of the best moments of my life to have a master like him who I admire so much to even watch a movie I made, but particularly something like this. Ridley talked to me for an hour about what he liked about the movie. One of the best compliments he said was, "The dialogue is great, are you the writer?" And overall, according to Álvarez, Ridley sort of approved the new Alien movie, and not only that, he said that it's effing great. From the interview, we can infer that Ridley discussed the movie with Álvarez in much more detail for about an hour. However, Álvarez did not really share any feedback from Ridley, other than the compliment about the dialogue. In addition, given the fact that Ridley is really tough on films that are related to his, the positive feedback is a great sign. From one perspective, these news are particularly exciting since Ridley Scott has a great taste in films, so his enthusiasm for this new Alien movie generates an even greater anticipation. The fact that he has given it his stamp of approval adds a layer of excitement to witness this new chapter in the Alien franchise. Another promising aspect is that Ridley Scott's positive feedback suggests that the established lore of the Alien universe remains intact in Alien Romulus. Disney has a tendency to alter the canon and lore of classic franchises during reboots, which is frequently met with disapproval from fans. So Ridley's overwhelmingly positive reaction may signal that the rich universe built over the last 4.5 decades has not been disregarded or dramatically altered to accommodate the narrative of this new film. On the flip side, Ridley's positive comments could be influenced by pressure from Disney. It appears that Disney thought really hard about the direction of the Alien franchise and chose to pursue a reboot, shedding the past in favor of new characters, a fresh vision, and a new director. It's possible that Ridley is simply playing along because he understands that the franchise has to move on without him. Overall, it seems that Disney feels a considerable pressure to get this new Alien movie right, which is why they're opting for an independent film. They seem to be cautious about not upsetting the dedicated fanbase, taking minimal risks by making a straightforward xenomorph horror film without delving into an expansion of the Alien lore. This strategic choice is highlighted by bringing in Fede Álvarez, a young director with a proven record in making horror films. As mentioned earlier, Álvarez directed Don't Breathe, a film whose tense atmosphere and terror are reminiscent of the Alien series. While I'm really thrilled that we're about to witness a new Alien movie after 7 years, I'm keeping my expectations pretty low. Given the unpredictable nature of reboots and the franchise's new trajectory, it's best to remain cautiously optimistic about this new Alien chapter. Thank you guys for watching. What are your thoughts about this new upcoming Alien film? I know that most of us were expecting Ridley Scott to continue David's storyline in Alien Awakening, but this won't be happening, at least for now. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more Alien content. My name is Croft, and I'll see you in the next video.